I flipped my 1,000 euro account into more than 43,000 profit in just one single month. I'm gonna give you today in this video the entire plan, my strategy, risk management, everything behind it, plus one trade recap from the inner circle that I share with them. I'm gonna share with you our Discord server, how it looks like, how accurate my forecasts are in general, and I'm gonna break down for you everything in today's video. Let's freaking go. Yo friends, what's good? This is DariusFX. For everyone who doesn't know me, I'm a trader and I have almost 6 years experience in this business, and I'm gonna showcase you today on how I flipped my account like crazy. And trust me, I also always believed in the past that when I've seen those flips on YouTube that it has to be a scam. But at the end, I realized that when you're trading with personal capital and you're trying to flip it, you are not using a different risk management than trading with Propfirm challenges. Correct. And I'm going to give you today my guideline, my risk management, and how I'm doing it and how simple it is in reality to flip your accounts. And because of the huge problems that we have in the Propfirm industry, I decided by my own to focus more on my personal capital, not so much anymore on the Propfirm space. Still, I'm trading with futures and also with Forex Propfirms out there, but as I just mentioned, my main focus is gonna remain right now on my personal capital. 100% profit splits, everyday withdrawals. So guys, this is definitely a huge game changer. I think we forgot what kind of opportunities we have with our personal capital because of all this new marketing that these Propfirms has brought to us. Let's go, friends. I'm gonna share with you also my FX book, right? This is something which most people are always scared to share because, hey, most of the traders out there are simply not legit. And everyone who's legit is not gonna do this type of videos how I'm doing it right now forever. The reason for that is actually because when you are a good trader, at some time you're gonna play it out and you're not gonna trade the entire time, this kind of thing. The reason number one might be because you don't need to trade every single day that often. You're gonna be focusing more on A+ setups only. Regarding to my strategy, I have this opportunity almost every day, but also by my own, I realized the more experience I have, the less I'm trading. I can remember a couple of months ago, I've been trading both sessions, London session, New York session. Now, I'm trading only one session, if I'm even gonna trade that day, because of the opportunities are not A+, and I'm gonna just watch the market, or I'm gonna put on my alerts. I have my timings when I need to check out the market, and that's the only thing that I do. And all these things I'm teaching into my inner circle. And guys, I'm gonna showcase you today also this very beautiful trade that I took, and I share with my inner circle exactly the forecast for news on the US dollar. And this thing was so accurate, I cannot even explain you how crazy it was. All right, so first of all, let me just share with you my FX book. This is here, guys. You can see crazy percentage increase. You can see I started with a deposit of 1,000 euro, and right now the account has made a profit of 43,000. Crazy, I know. But at the end, guys, it's not that crazy if you know what plan you have to do in order to reach this kind of thing. All right, so I'm gonna guide you through everything, guys, because at the end, it's really not that difficult. What have I done the entire time in order to reach this crazy result? Very simple. I've been starting to risk at the beginning anywhere between 10 to 20%. All right, but how do you know right now, based on your trading setups, how much lot size and so on you need to use, and how do you adapt to this kind of thing? I have a very easy risk management, and I'm using always a fixed lot size for my risk because my setups do look always the same. I have around 30 pips stop loss. All right, every single time when I'm trading, I'm not using any different stop loss sizes like most traders are doing, and they need to calculate every single time the lot size for it. No, I'm using basically every single time around 30 pip stop loss. But I'm using also a little bit of dynamic stop loss because I'm not using a real stop loss on my MetaTrader. I do not put it in the app. The reason for that is also quite simple, because I'm trading multiple times on multiple accounts. So I'm not just trading on one account and that's it. I'm trading on a few accounts, and therefore I want to manage them always live. I know exactly when the volatility will kick in, because volatility always kicks in at certain times, right? Or when you have news or after news or whatsoever. That's why I know already, due to my experience, when the volatility will kick in, and normally I will never get slipped or anything like that. And yes, it might happen sometimes that the price is gonna surpass my 30 pip stop loss, and therefore I might make more losses than I should. But this is why I'm using a dynamic stop loss. I'm always between 30 to up to 60 pips maximum that I wanna risk per setup. And my TP is usually around 100 pips. So you see, I'm kind of targeting a very big movement, right? And the stop loss is right now not 2 to 3 pips like it would be for some SMC traders or some ICT traders who believe they're better than the market and putting themselves above the market. No, I'm that kind of trader. I want to have a lot of space to breathe, because I'm trading gold, super volatile pair, and I want to get high quality with my setups. I don't want to lose a setup just because of some wrong risk management. And for me, this risk management works so good, and over the time I've developed an even better one, and I'm very good at understanding when I have to open, when I have to close, and whatsoever. So I'm risking, technically right now, this is kind of when I have to use this risk management right now for this personal account, and I want to risk around 20%, then I go for 10 to 20% risk in this dynamic of I would lose 10% over here at 30 pips, and I will lose 20% at 60 pips. And that's how I can do it. At the end, you see, if I'm going very often up to these 60 pips, I would not have so much trades to take. Would mean after 5 trades, I'm gonna blow the entire account. But what happens when you're trading with Propfirms? How many setups can you take if you're using a risk management of 1 to up to 2%? Exactly the same kind of thing. So with this 10%, which I have here, on a Propfirm account, that would be 1%, because they allow yourself only to lose 10% of the account. So you want to have a risk management of around 1%. Of course, you can decrease it into 0.5, which would be on a personal account only 5%. If you're using the same system as Propfirms want you to use, you're gonna use the same method and the same system on your personal account, and you're gonna be able to make very big money with a very small account. It's crazy, but after I've changed this perspective, for me, account flipping is one of the most easiest thing ever, because if I wanna pass my funded account, my challenges and so on, I have to make a 10% profit on it, but I can only lose 10%. So for me, nothing changes. I'm doing a flip every single time in reality when I'm trading with challenges. So why can I not flip my personal capital, which is 1,000 euro in this case, to flip it to 2,000 in just a few trades? And that's exactly what I did the entire time. So I've been risking anywhere between 10 to 20%, because I know my win rate on this account was something with 87% or something like this. Because I have this high win rate, I also do not fear myself to go up to 20% in a drawdown per trading idea, even though I would only have then 5 chances to make it successful, because I know my win rate, I know how I need to control this from an emotion perspective, because I'm not a beginner trader, I'm already experienced. And that's exactly the risk management that I used to pass it that crazy. With time, of course, I decreased the risk a little bit, because once I have more money with the account, once I've been at around 20 to 30,000, I've been decreasing it, and I've used the entire time a very static lot size, anywhere between 4 to 5 to then at the end 7 lot size per trading idea. And with a 7 lot size, when I go for a 100 pip target, I made 7k. And that was one of the days, one of the biggest days on the account, 7k, because I've risked 7 lots for a 100 pip movement. Very easy and simple, guys. It's just the mathematics that you can use for your own. All right, so now let me break it down for you, and let me just show you a little bit how it looks in our inner circle, where I'm teaching you this crazy strategy. And I'm sharing with you every single time, everything live. All right, let me just break it down to you guys. This is my inner circle, and I'm sending here in the DFX Gold every single time my forecast. And the forecast will be sent usually as a video, sometimes also as a chart, depending on when the idea is gonna be valid. But usually you get a video like this one over here, and in that video I'm gonna actually break down for you everything. I'm gonna make a higher time frame to lower time frame analysis, and I'm also gonna tell you my bias that I have for the day, what set I'm looking, and you're gonna just apply our very basic entry confirmation. Gonna apply it, you're using our kill zones that I have and everything, and you're gonna make a lot of money by just following what I say. Very often also it might be that I don't see the setup and I'm just telling you, hey, I'm not gonna trade in the London session because I'm not expecting price to move right now. I'm expecting the price to move in the New York session, and so on. A lot of information, everything is gonna be always shared with you. And then, for instance, here at this day, what happened, because I've been actually looking in the morning, as you can see here, for a very beautiful short. We had two options, right? So I share with you both options. Depending on where we had the entry confirmation, that's exactly what I've been executing. That was, for instance, one short, very easy, price dropped. You see here I entered with 8 lots on this account, and I made in this case a little bit less profits. I was not going for a 100 pip target because the market simply didn't allow me to go for more. Depending on our kill zones and everything that we use, sometimes we cannot always go for more. So here in this case, you can see very nice pips, 3,200 profit, that's it. All right. Then later on we had some news. That was my forecast for the news, that the price is going to go up all the way to this level and then to drop lower. This trade I'm going to break down now for you. What happened? Well, exactly what I said. Price dropped dramatically to the downside, and I did took this on so many accounts, shared this one on social media on Instagram, so make sure to check out over there. I'm sharing there a lot of things. All right, so this was the setup, right? This is what I traded at the end. What I've been forecasting in the forecast itself was something like this. Let me just show you this on the 1 hour time frame, and I have to find quickly the date. All right, here it is. I've been expecting price to come all the way here to this level. During the news, that was exactly what I've been looking for. I wanted to see price doing exactly this one thing, to come up higher here, to tap into this line that I just marked here, to then go lower afterwards. I explained it the entire time that the price is gonna go down at the day, but how would price usually go down? Well, by making a fake out in the opposite direction in order to attract people who believe now this is a BOS, that this is a BOS or whatsoever, but in reality, it did just a liquidity grab, took this liquidity, and then it dropped all the way to the downside. Entry confirmation, very basic and very simple, was exactly here. Break of structure to the downside, and the price then dropped all the way to the downside. All right, easy peasy. This was a very nice and beautiful trade that we took in the inner circle. And for everyone who is interested to be part of this entire team, where we are sharing every day with each other all the learnings, ideas. We have 2 times per week a Zoom call where I'm gonna break down for you this setups so detailed, candle by candle. I'm gonna go with the backtesting tool, explaining you everything, because I can interpret the market so good that every movement in my perspective makes always sense. And whenever I make a mistake or whenever I take a loss, it's not because of the strategy, it's because of myself. Because I couldn't resist the FOMO buying, FOMO selling, I couldn't wait for the real confirmations or whatsoever. And this is a real strategy which can make you profitable, because only then you can actually be able to control your emotions, risk management, and also. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and that you like this crazy flipping journey. Also by my own, I was not expecting that this is gonna go that fast and that good. But at the end, with experience, guys, everything is possible, and see you in the next video.